Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
And Monkey.
And BlueDragonFive.
Yeah. One of you owes each other a Coke.
I don't drink soda, so... Wait. I'm just more confused. Great.
Great. This is another clip to add to the blooper reel that we were talking about. Yeah.
30 seconds in.
For once, it's not my fault. All right. All right. Well, I am stoked now. Welcome to the Kickback Cafe, the show where we kick back, relax, and talk about anything but Disney. How you doing, Trevor? How you doing? That's my little brother, Trevor. He's joining us. He might decide to pop in and out on occasion, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you got that bit of the intro, right?
Yes. All right. So, anyways, Monkey, you could not join us for Charlie Brown's Racist Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. My internet was down and things. Right. It's better now, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. So I have two questions for you. One, the less controversial one. What do you think of Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving as a whole? What are your opinions on it?
I do enjoy it. I look forward to watching it every year. Of course, it's probably not all that strong in the grand scheme of things. Like I think it used to be, out of the 3 Peanuts holiday specials, it used to be my number 1 until last year.
Excuse me, Easter Beagle.
I've never seen Easter Beagle.
No, Easter Beagle is the shit.
Okay, I need to see Easter Beagle when Easter rolls around.
Easter Beagle. We need to do an Easter Beagle podcast at Easter
time. So yeah. So out of the 3 that are not Easter Beagle, it used to be number 1, but then last year I put him more in my number 2 spot, honestly. But yeah, so yeah, let's call me mixed to positive.
Mixed to positive? Alright.
Mixed to positive.
And Monkey, one last really quick question. Is it racist?
Everyone's a little bit racist sometimes.
Wow, that could have been a little quieter thing.
Is that your answer?
Well, I don't know. I just don't know.
You're sticking to it. Just everyone's a little racist sometimes. Yeah,
I'm not sure if it is. It could very well go either way. I mean, I guess I might lean slightly more towards no, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, because again, that thing with the chairs, like more chairs that suddenly disappear, and things, but
why does the black kid have to sit apart from everyone else?
Yeah, and they didn't do that with. They could. What if they had someone else there, or they did it with Marcy or something, or maybe if it happened to Linus,
then it would be sexist because Marcy's a lesbian, of course.
You know, at least they did. You know, Peppermint
People
and
Patty people already complain about Marcy sitting on the edge of the table away from everyone. People already complain about that.
You know, Peppermint Patty keeps complaining about. Peppermint Patty keeps complaining about all the non-traditional Thanksgiving food. At least there wasn't any Salisbury steak or Mexican pizza.
There's Peppermint Patty complaining about the food.
Okay, he gets it. So anyway.
I'm not sure if I got it or not.
Doxy's God. I hate Salisbury steak.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think that was one of the first Peanuts things I watched after reading Doxy's God.
Oh, really?
Or maybe it was Great Pumpkin. I don't remember. But I'm leaning more towards the Thanksgiving one. So anyway.
Well, of course, if you watched our review of the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, I did not really have much to say about it. Honestly, I definitely was hyping up the racism thing. I don't really think it's all that racist. I think the one freeze frame of Franklin sitting across the table is a bit questionable taken out of context, but that's about as far as it goes. So I basically played the racism thing up for laughs. Because I don't know, I just think Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is just dull. I just don't think much happens in it. But
yeah, I totally
here we've got a Thanksgiving special that has a ton of heart to it, follows 3 different families, really good stuff, and it's pulled from one of our favorite cartoons of the 90s Renaissance, Hey Arnold. So, Monkey, you picked this topic, so you want to tell us about it? You want to tell us why you wanted to talk about this?
Well, it's I thought it's a good Thanksgiving episode to discuss at this time, and you guys have already discussed Great Pumpkin and Charlie Brown Christmas this year, yes?
Yes, yes.
Well,
Well,
Christmas
we
is
haven't-
soon to be.
Yeah, Christmas.
Oh, you
will
didn't
be
do the
towards
Christmas
it.
one?
No, we did not do that in Christmas in July, no.
Oh. Well, you know, still to come, so, yeah, so once
That'll
that
be a
happens,
future
then,
video.
It's on its
you know,
way.
we'll have it all rounded out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I think we'll just keep going with the Peanuts thing, you know, do the Valentine's Day one on Valentine's Day, Easter Beagle, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, what appeals to you so much about Hey Arnold and the Thanksgiving episode in general?
It's kind of funny. I've only really been watching this one for like a couple or so years now, just kind of like once a year for the past couple of years or so. But I think it sticks out. You know, I mean, it's a nice one. It's just a really nice one, like especially like the last third or so of it, like the last.
Stuff when you get to Simmons.
Yeah, the Simmons
Yeah,
family.
like from there on, especially. Even a couple things beforehand.
Hi, Trevor.
Sure.
Bye.
Wait.
Yeah, even a couple things beforehand. Yeah, especially the Simmons stuff and again the
You
ending.
know what? Do you know what came first, this or the Christmas episode?
Christmas episode came before
Christmas
this.
episode. Okay.
Yeah, I would
I
think so.
noticed at least one callback that I think is very, very deliberate to the Christmas episode, but we'll get to
I
that.
think I may know what you're referring to. So.
I think you might. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. But anyways, gents, do you want to strap on your colonial historical costumes and get going and do this recap?
Yeah, sure. What the heck?
Sure. All right.
The eagle's going to hatch, whatever the rest of the lyrics are.
Okay, so Arnold's Thanksgiving. We get a nice, moody, kind of somber opening, just like a lot of the different half-hour Hey Arnold specials have. Instead of getting the standard theme song, we get a title that just says Arnold Thanksgiving. Arnold's riding his bike across the bridge. He quickly stops because he sees the mayor, and the mayor is christening the new replica of the Mayflower. And you know what they say? You know what they say, BlueDragonFive?
What?
April flowers bring Aunt May showers.
What?
I'm
What?
feeling I should be
Aunt May
disturbed.
showers.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I know. I invented it just to throw you off. How about that?
You
I
are a
literally
sad,
posted-
strange little man. You have my pity.
I literally posted that on my Facebook like a week ago. I was doing a bunch of Aunt May puns. I was like, Term Aunt 8 or 2, Judgment May. And yeah, April flowers bring Aunt May showers.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. Okay.
Anyway, something really neat about the Mayflower here is that it's a good visual motif that does reflect and does relate to the episode at certain points. So it's really, really good idea.
Yes, it does.
We see a triumphant, optimistic, like christening of the thing. It goes off without a hitch. It's sailing down. Arnold gives a quick smirk and he's off.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point of symbolism throughout the episode. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next scene. Gerald, Rhonda, and Nadine. They're all playing Pilgrims. Stinky's an Indian, and Mr. Simmons. What is Mr. Simmons?
A turkey.
What do you guys? First of all, let me just ask, because I think in our Hey Arnold episodes we haven't really gotten fully into him. What do you guys think of Mr. Simmons as a character?
Oh, he's always been good. He gets a little savvy, but that's intentional at times. You know, there's the whole gimmick.
Yeah,
of this guy.
I like him fine, yeah. I
Okay.
like him, especially in this episode.
I always loved that he was the character who kind of gave Arnold the time of day in terms of, like, you know, when things were going hectic, he turned to Arnold, and Arnold would always give him the words of wisdom. When Arnold was more so the not moral compass, but he was more so he's the intellectual in the room compared to Mr. Simmons. He just says, "Hey, let's all stay positive here." I have no idea what to do.
I mean, I just remember the first couple episodes Simmons came on the scene. He was like so overbearingly positive, and I was like,
He had a really good introduction, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It hits close to home for me because I've had several teachers that are very similar to him in terms of just being like so stupidly optimistic that it's just annoying as hell. But looking back on it, I think looking back on it now as an adult, I can definitely appreciate his character a lot more, and he definitely has a lot to do this episode. And seeing him running around in a chicken suit is very turkey soup, of course.
Well,
that is one of the highlights of the episode, I think.
Aside from this episode, Mr. Simmons has got 3 really big episodes. His introductory episode, he's a substitute.
Mm-hmm.
There's the introductory. There's one where he becomes principal, which is really scary at times too. By the way,
well, why is it scary?
Well, I'm just saying when things go hectic, it's like apocalypse end of the world type stuff inside the school.
Does it like Curly or someone like have some sort of bizarre jetpack or something like that?
Yeah, and also speaking of another end of the world, it's so funny. Mr. Simmons' other big episode is also another kind of apocalypse end of the world story. It's when the flood happens.
I remember that. Okay.
Those are his big 3 episodes, along with this making 4 in total. But yeah,
Okay, so
Simmons is putting together a play, and he's real enthusiastic about it. The kids are performing in it, and Arnold and Gerald have some little banter.
Oh yeah. And
by the way, what happened to the corn maze?
No, Harold ate it.
I was hungry.
Harold.
Yeah, Harold's got a couple good moments in this one. But anyway, so Arnold and Gerald, you were saying.
My complaint about the way that they use Harold in this is that they kind of resort to making him sort of a fat kid stereotype most of the time.
I don't mind the fat kid stereotype. I kind of mind the when they make him a douche section.
Right. Yeah.
They can resort to making Harold, regressing Harold to kind of be a stupid bully.
Yeah.
That's why that's kind of it's a moment though, so it's kind of like it's just Harold being stupid, which he is kind of sometimes. A lot of times stupid.
Okay, well.
The good stupid, not bad stupid, just he's funny.
So Arnold and Gerald then.
Yes.
Yeah, Arnold and Gerald, they're talking about how Gerald has a good Thanksgiving, right? He's pretty satisfied with everything.
Yeah, and Arnold dreads Thanksgiving.
But Arnold, he's pretty down in the dumps because it's Thanksgiving, which means at the Borders house, according to Grandma, it's 4th of July.
Yep.
Now, Monkey, I've got to assume this is one of the big reasons why you chose this episode, because this is a pretty memorable standout character trait of Grandma's.
It helps.
But I love it because it's like, in a way, it's very sad and very depressing, but they play it so lightly, and they do kind of touch on how dark it is at the same time, and I'm really into it.
As a kid, I never picked up on the darkness. I always thought, oh, that's so wacky. She celebrates 4th of July on Thanksgiving. It's hilarious. Like, because they have a turkey, not fireworks.
God, but honestly, the drama in this episode is pretty touching because
this is an episode that I think, well, no, it's probably something to say for the end, but this episode holds up much better on the rewatch, especially years later, I gotta say.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it was, yeah.
That was good the initial first time, too. I'm just saying, second, you find a lot of things.
Yeah, one of those things that gets better as you get more poignant as you get older. One of those things.
Sure. Absolutely. I think, I think Arnold's conflict is really heartfelt. I think Helga's stuff is really good. Just all around.
My heart melts at the Helga stuff.
Oh yeah.
Towards the end, my heart really goes out to her. It's heartwarming.
Okay, so anyways, let's get through this.
And meanwhile, Helga's also dreading the holidays. Pretty much, your classic thing. Pretty much, giving Helga character, overzealous sister. Lay about.
I'm gonna be Olga's servant girl.
Oh yeah, and then Big Bob just glued to the
Watch
TV.
15 games of football and sit around and belch all day.
Yep.
Miriam's gonna overcook the stuffing.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And then Helga runs on stage. It's her cue, and now we have this really interesting dinner scene.
Oh yeah.
Which we have to take. There's a ton of context here given what we learned later. So, someone want to go over it?
Yeah, one thing you pointed out, really interesting rewatching this. Look at how pay attention to Mr. Simmons' reactions to this scene.
Yeah.
Remember, this act is very important to him, and before you kind of see Harold's pretty much screwing every scene up to this point. Pretty much, Mr. Simmons, he's kind of sweating it out a little because he wants things to go
backstage. He tells them like, "Please do this well."
Yeah, he says this last one's very important. Please, everyone just do it well. Yeah. Anyways, pretty much this is this scene. We got Arnold, Helga, and the rest of them on there, and pretty much
playing Uncle Chuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love Stinky with a mustache and monocle, by the way.
Yeah. And by the way, I noticed that the real Uncle Chuck, once we see him, he totally has a Stan Marsh hat from.
Yes! 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 I wrote that down. I wrote Uncle Chuck equals Stan.
Well, remember, he's Canadian. Remember?
All right, we'll get to that.
Certainly. Anyway, so pretty much, in a nutshell, this is this whole scene's like the perfect gathering. It's actually a good scene ending on a play, I guess.
Happy. Loves it.
Yeah, I'd like it too. Yeah. I'm just saying, if I were to go in and see it, it's kind of nice. So that's a nice scene to go out on. Yeah. And pretty much, perfect gathering. Everything's going right. Everyone's just sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that." It's a happy time all around. Yeah. You get the characters' names, by the way. You got Joy, you got Peter, you got Uncle Chuck, and this one's very important here. Miss Simon.
Yeah.
Simon.
And Pearl. Did you say Pearl?
I said Peter, and there's Robert. I think there's only 2 girls. No, Pearl. You know what's funny? I don't think Pearl's in the play initially.
That is weird.
Yeah, I wrote down the names when I watched the scene the first time because I knew that was.
I never really caught that.
I could be wrong, but I could.
Maybe Pearl and Robert are the same person.
Maybe that. I don't know, but a lot of similar names. Point being, anyway. So everything's happening, Mr. Simmons, and this is important. Mr. Simmons' reaction here. He's very proud, and you can see he's so happy he's in tears. That's important.
And after it ends, he comments to everyone about how that play is really special to him.
Yes, and he says, make sure. Good foreshadowing. And this is also some good foreshadowing. This line here, he basically tells them all, have the best holiday you can. Pretty much, he's saying, have a great Thanksgiving. He's saying it because he really wants them to, for reasons we're going to see later.
Oh yeah. All the kids take a bow. Helga starts swooning because she's holding Arnold's hand.
You try to hold my hand, and I'll slug you.
Oh God.
You're holding my hand, you sly devil, you.
Please work in as many Charlie Brown Thanksgiving references as possible.
Good grief.
Whatever you say, Priscilla.
Oh God.
Charles.
I've opened the floodgates, haven't I?
At Gerald's house, who's the one that's isolated on the side of the table?
Of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest. Anyway, back to the episode.
Yeah. Okay, so Arnold's walking home, and he sees this. It looks like a setup of a Thanksgiving meal in a department store.
Yeah, I have a funny running gag about this, real quick.
I don't know what kind of department store is selling Thanksgiving meals. Is that your running gag?
No, I think it's like the table set, but here's the running gag. And I'm quoting this from the X-Men has a similar thing going on with one location in Wolverine the X-Men cartoon.
Okay.
It's an inside joke in the writer's room. So here, what I'm figuring is this is the place where people go to be sad about Thanksgiving. Yeah, this is the window display of Thanksgiving sadness.
Yeah, it really is.
It just says right over the window, just Thanksgiving sadness.
Yeah, this is the place where people look longingly at this spot.
I just picture, for some reason I imagine Eeyore runs it.
Oh God!
Imagine Bruce Banner stops by.
Thanksgiving sadness, as if anyone cares.
Mr. Sunshine's there too. If we're gonna have other Nickelodeon characters in there, he works there. And Bruce Banner stops by with da 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 da.
Oh God!
Man, I could use a warm meal right now and some company.
All right, this is just an armchair Imagineering project.
All right. Anyway, so the point is, this is a Thanksgiving window display where people feel sad about Thanksgiving and think about it. Okay,
yes,
so Arnold does that, and then he moves on.
Da, 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 da.
Does anyone chapter to every holiday that comes around. Like there's a Halloween sadness, Christmas sadness, Arbor Day sadness.
Well, that's more every Peanuts thing. Peanut special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so meanwhile, at the Pataki house, guess what Miriam overcooked?
Stuffing!
I'm
Yeah!
only gonna say bacon.
Okay, Bob's belching away. He's complaining about morning burritos.
Everything she's foretold has come true, because then
Oh,
Ogle walks in.
in.
She takes charge.
And every scene we have of Helga trying desperately to connect to her father, I gotta say, it crushes me.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, this scene was really hard on her because the whole started scene, because I think a scene with Arnold's intercut before Ogle walks in, but before then, pretty much Helga, you see Helga's eagerly, actually, believe it or not, giving it a shot. Like, she's coming down with the centerpiece, like, hey, Bob, how's it going?
Really is.
Then pretty much he just ignores her, and he brings down this nice pine cone centerpiece. Again, he's just watching football. Let me get it on.
You know why it's gonna be a good day, Helga? Because I've got 18 football games.
Yeah, Drew and Stu Pickles only got 6 football games. Take that, Pickles.
Oh, God.
Then again, they had them all at once.
Do you want to talk about that really quick? How you got kind of screwed out of uploading a Rugrats Thanksgiving, or is that a sour subject for you?
A little bit of a sour subject. I'm just not sure if this is the best place to mention it.
All right. Well, what do you think of Rugrats Thanksgiving? Give your quick review.
Rugrats Thanksgiving. I do enjoy looking forward to it every year, but Angelica's goes a bit too far in my opinion, and it's interesting how she never gets redeemed in any way. And there's some odd character choices, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait, is that the one with the egg?
No.
No.
But there's a turkey.
Well, of course there's a turkey.
Yeah, a turkey who falls in love with Spike.
All right, that one. I remember
yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, I thought you meant like the egg one, where the one where like the egg is almost stumped at every chance it gets when they're all stomping around for football.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so meanwhile, Arnold's, we're celebrating Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everybody!
And I love this scene. We got this in the Christmas special. I just love this, and Halloween, by the way, also.
Oh yeah.
I love this idea of the boarders. They all gather around and kind of go through like a list of like, oh, here's who's doing what. Here's what we got. It's like a staff meeting.
Right.
I love that.
I think this is a little bit more well organized than their last-minute Secret Santa thing was.
Well, then again, this one's last minute too. Think about it.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
This is on the day. You're making a Thanksgiving meal on the day. Basically, it's to be fair, it's like a reminders. It's not exactly like we're doing this all of a sudden.
And to be fair, it's not an actual Thanksgiving dinner, and I would imagine like ballpark food would be a little bit easier to get a hold of on Thanksgiving.
You got a point. I just love how you can tell like Phil, Arnold's grandpa, these little. You can kind of sense the tiredness in his voice, like, yeah, we're doing this again.
Yeah, it's really kind of
sad. There's one point where Phil comes, like, when Arnold asks, why can't we just do a regular Thanksgiving once? And Phil's like, if we did that, we'd be like everybody else.
Now, first of all, Ernie says, this is a funny line, he basically points out like when we would actually celebrate Thanksgiving. He says, that's great, that's ridiculous, because on the 4th of July, then we eat turkey because she thinks it's Christmas.
I love how this is a running thing with her character. I think this is one of the most interesting little psychological tidbits we have.
Actually, believe it or not, I think she thinks Thanksgiving. Doesn't she think Thanksgiving's on Halloween in the Halloween episode?
I'm pretty sure. No. Yeah, because she's.
I don't remember anything about that.
It might be the Christmas one. I know at one point.
Probably Christmas.
No, I don't think it's Christmas. I think it's Halloween.
I'm positive. The only thing.
I just know I've seen her dressed as a Native American.
It's playing bagpipes, the Thanksgiving thing. Well, I cannot say bagpipes. but yeah, she's just dressed as a witch playing bagpipes, and then she goes to fix the electricity and says Happy Halloween.
Right. I know. I could have sworn she, like, in the early episode we saw her coming around the costume before things went awry. Anyway, I don't know. That could be. I was just saying, Thanksgiving seems too close to Christmas for it to be a big issue. I'm not sure. It sounds like more out there if it's on Halloween. I don't know. But anyway, then you're right. Now you're right. I'm trying to think where it is exactly. Oh yeah, you're right. Arnold asks his grandpa why, and it's a really good line Phil has. He says, we could, but we'd be like everyone else. What fun would that be?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good line from Grandpa. He's pointing out that we got some silly stuff, but it's fun.
With the double meaning. It's got the double meaning.
Oh yeah, definitely get the dark side of that too. Of like, we're not like everybody else, and maybe some negative connotations with that. Like, why can't we be like anyone else? Because we're not.
Yeah. Positive and negative.
And I just like the little detail of one of the boarders' jobs is specifically to get. I think it's Arnold and Phil who are going to get red, white, and blue desserts.
Yeah. And also
to that patriotic theme.
Before he asks Grandpa why, I think that Olga, she just instantly enters the scene and she outshines Helga.
Is Olga like college or something? I can't.
Yeah, college.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
You know what's so sad? I got someone in my life who's similar to Olga, and she kind of acts pretty much like Olga.
Oh God.
Or at least she used to. I don't really run into her that often. When she used to, she was positive. She was fun to have around though. She wasn't. She wasn't that ridiculous with it. She was like the. Yeah, I always get that memory whenever I see Olga. She says, "Oh yeah, she's kind of like that person."
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah. So.
If I may interject with a, go all box troll hyperfan mode and interject a little. Yeah. Okay, I'll make this brief. So, kind of funny how both. I just find it amusing how both the voices of Bob and Olga are in box trolls. I find that really amusing.
That is kind of funny. Do they interact?
It's kind of funny. Like I think I might have gotten used to the voice Maurice LaMarche has in that movie because I was kind of hearing traces of it watching this episode.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, I mean pretty much Big Bob's.
But
you gotta remember, Big Bob's pretty much Omicron lure from Omicron CIA, pretty much, just without kind of the theatricality.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, but.
Sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, and it's kind of funny to think of like considering their characters in that movie, like so one of the elite white hats gave birth to 2 box trolls. One of whom has a fascination with knickers.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, I apologize for that interruption.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Okay.
As Olga comes in, she's outshining Helga. She kind of takes the lead, gives everyone jobs to do because she's mother's just burning the food. Let's take care of
the
this.
total mess.
Yes.
Daddy, get up! You've got onions to chop and mushrooms to stuff.
She's British.
No, she's not.
I'm kidding.
In this podcast, she is.
Oh, Daddy.
So you want to be imagining all British all the time.
It would be ever so impolite. They don't be doing it.
Okay, you know what? Because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of the podcast as a British accent.
Well, why don't you do Rumpelstiltskin if you're going to do that?
Okay, dearies. No. I'm
okay.
just going to be regular British person.
Anyway.
Regular British person.
Okay, in our next scene.
Alright, so what's on the subject, chaps?
Ben Franklin.
Oh, Ben Franklin. Hey, you know who else was named Franklin?
Oh yeah, right.
Alright, that's all. Touch on that. That's all.
Anyway, so Arnold's dressed as Ben Franklin because apparently you want to have some accuracy at your 4th of July Thanksgiving events.
Oh yeah.
And he's all decked up, bald cap and all, and he answers the door because someone has to answer the door and the bell rings. It's Harold, and Harold's trying to bum some marshmallows off him because he ate them.
I love how Harold asks, "Is Arnold home?"
Yeah.
I love that he's so stupid he can't realize. The only a football-headed person answers the door that you can clearly tell is Arnold. Still, the hair's hanging out of the thing and everything, but he can't tell he's that stupid. And then
Arnold, Harold's like quickly gives him crap about dressing up for Thanksgiving. Arnold's like, "Please don't tell anyone, Harold." And yes, here's your moment of not liking Harold, I guess, BlueDragonFive.
Yeah.
Just Arnold calmly asking, Harold, I appreciate you didn't tell anyone about this. Look, Arnold's dressed like an old bald lady.
And it's on TV. It's on TV.
Is it on TV, really?
What?
No, I'm just referencing another episode.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
okay, next one.
Okay, so now, we have the, here's the point. Arnold, after that event, he strips off the ball guy and pretty much says, okay, I'm going to go for a walk, clear my mind, as they're calling him. Says, Arnold, Ben Franklin, you gotta sign the Declaration of Independence.
Bring back quill pen, Mr. Franklin!
Yeah, and pretty much he says, I gotta take a walk. I'll clear my mind, I'll get in the Hollis Square and walk around a while, because I can't deal with this right now.
Oh, yeah.
And he does. And then we have basically the scene from Dexter played out from Helga's point of view.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. Tell me it didn't remind you a little bit of Trinity Thanksgiving.
Just a little bit.
I'm just saying with Big Bob there and just...
Okay, so the Patakis that are all giving thanks. Olga, she's thankful. God damn it, let me try and get Olga where it's not British.
Get Olga where it's not British.
I can't do it. I can't
It's fine. I don't think I can do it either.
Thankful for having you as my family.
And my marvelous dinner that I made for you all. And then, of course, Big Bob, he's thankful for his beeper empire.
Good impression.
Thank you.
An empire. It's like Walter White's Empire myth when I hear him say
The Beeper Empire strikes back. Emperor Bobatine.
Empire business.
Now,
I'm
let
an
your
Empire
anger
business
flow
man.
through you and join me at my side. Instead of lightning, he uses beepers.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
And then I love this. Miriam, apparently she's like dozed off, like you got some drool on you. She watches the drool and she kind of wakes up. She can't think of anything to be thankful of either. So pretty much she's like looking this lovely centerpiece.
Which scolds Helga even more because she wanted Miriam to use her centerpiece.
Certainly. And then it symbolizes everything about the Helga Ogle thing. Pretty much Helga makes this really humble looking pine cone turkey, then Olga comes with a really fancy ice sculpture centerpiece.
Oh yeah.
It just says everything you need to know about him.
Then we get a really intense confrontation, really kind of dramatic, where Helga, she can't think of anything that she's thankful for.
Daddy! Helga has to say what she's thankful for.
And of course, Bob makes a big deal out of it, and he even goes to a point where, all right, Missy, I'm going to count to 3, and you have to tell us something you're thankful for, or else you go to your room without dinner.
It's almost like Trinity saying, I noticed no one said they were thankful for me. It's literally that because
cruel. It's like who kicks their own kid out of Thanksgiving dinner?
Big Bob, of course.
So pretty much Helga literally says,
I'm Bob Pataki. I run the Beaver Empire.
Well, at least he didn't say some really mean things to. Well, at least he didn't say some really cruel things to Miriam.
No, but I'm gonna say a lot of cruel things about that orphan boy.
Yeah. It's a shame we didn't get more stories with Big Bob and Arnold. So yeah, that would play out. Anyway, so the point is, Helga, she basically says, "Oh, screw going to my room. I'm gonna leave here. No one wants me around. Fine."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then where does Helga go? BlueDragonFive.
She goes to the window display of Thanksgiving sadness. And pretty much, then she's saying, it's a really sweet thing, and she says, I am thankful for Arnold. And then Arnold has, apparently, when you say Arnold's name long, it has the Beetlejuice
effect. Does she actually say, I'm thankful for Arnold?
Yeah, she says, I'm thankful for you, Arnold.
Oh, yeah,
she's talking.
Yeah. But I really like how this, there's a lot of layers of emotion in this episode, and one of them is just the whole idea of how, you have this one person who you could look at and you just think he's just got the perfect life, and he just seems so well put together, and whereas, the reality of it isn't, is much more complicated, and I think that's the point they're trying to make with Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
I was really touched by that. I think that's one of the many really good emotional pieces they had in this special.
And I gotta tell you, with Helga's thing in this episode, I connect to Helga in this episode because I pretty much, not for Thanksgiving, mind you, but for other holidays, mainly Christmas Eve, I feel the exact same way Helga does.
Certainly.
I mean, I cannot stand Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah.
I want to pull a Helga sometimes during that, but I just can't. Obligations. So we'll get to the theme of that later on in the episode. But the point is, I emphasize with Helga during it, and much like a kind of a Beetlejuice effect, she says, Arnold, 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 then he appears.
Does she say it 3 times?
Yeah, she says it 3 times.
What are you doing here, football head? Should you be spending Thanksgiving with your lovable, eccentric
Well, if it
boarder?
means they have to get married, she would like that.
I love
Okay,
actually.
so-
Tiki, you're gonna think I'm not saying this, but literally, when I was rewatching the episode, I thought, oh, Tiki's gonna want to quote them. That's such a Helga line, saying, your delightful family of boarders, or
lovable, eccentric boarders.
That's it. That's the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew
Okay,
you were
so-
gonna want to say that line.
Oh yeah. So Helga and Arnold, they're bonding over crappy Thanksgiving. Arnold, of course, he's trying to be optimistic. He's trying to look on the bright side, and he even sees the Mayflower. And
Hey, can't
yeah,
get
that's a
anything
good sign.
Yeah,
Except it
depending on the
sings. Someone save Aunt May! I'm serious. Someone better save Aunt May, because she's on that Mayflower. It's named after her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no.
so pretty much asking like what
Yeah,
bright
Plymouth
side-
Rock, you say? Well, this doesn't rock. Sorry.
Anyway, so pretty much
X-Men May's a future past.
I'm the ghost of Christmas May. Jacob Maley.
Aunt May, the Force be with you.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, back to the episode. So the Mayflower crashed, and that kind of symbolizes, like Arnold said, it's a really funny scene where he says, yeah, there of course is a bright side. What bright side? Then we see literally, oh, there's a Mayflower, and then it crashed. Just
Classic
symbolizing
Hey Arnold irony.
Yeah.
The show does that so well.
It's
Oh,
funny-
maybe it's a sign! Crashes. Yep, that's the sign, alright.
Yes, and it symbolizes, it's kind of a good like act break formula. In terms of everything's a sailing and fine in the first act, second act crashing down, third act we're kind of like it did salvageable.
Oh yeah.
So really kind of good connection there with that. Anyway, so then pretty much you get the idea, hey, let's go to Mr. Simmons. Simmons away! Pretty much. Yeah.
Poor Simmons is already going to have dinner at his grandmother's house, so he'll just have to have 2 dinners.
Oh god.
But no, we're going to Mr. Simmons' house.
Just make sure Gerald gets sit by with all the rest of the kids. It isn't off by himself, and we'll be fine.
What about Iggy? No, wait, no, Iggy's the other one. I'm talking about the one that's always missing the teeth.
Brainy?
No, not Brain. No. Brain just gets hit a lot. He doesn't lose anything.
Missing teeth. Missing
Remember,
teeth.
like,
I know who you mean.
Torvald?
Oh
Torvald was
god,
counting
I know
kids.
who you mean. I don't know who the name of that kid is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Torvald kept like wanted to count the kids' teeth so he passed the math test, and like, he had missed. Like, if you knock this guy, how many teeth are this
Right.
guy? That guy. Anyway,
Yeah.
point is, so Mr. Simmons, he kind of play. He did kind of got us thinking about the positive Thanksgiving. Let's go to him. Maybe he can help us out. Pretty much, and they go to Mr. Simmons' house. And I love this. They're at the door of Mr. Simmons' house. They walk up. They see the inside, the window. Pretty much looks like a happy picture from the outside. Go to the door, and pretty much Arnold says, "Oh, hi, Mr. Simmons. We were thinking about what pretty much he's."
Our Thanksgiving blue, we want to crash here.
I love that. I love how he's just so direct with it. Again,
And then they had a rim shot. And there's a rim shot.
It's so funny, Tiki, that kind of the Arnold and Helga dynamic in this episode kind of remind me of Bruce and Selena from Gotham a little.
A little bit, yeah, I could see that.
Especially Helga. Helga strikes me as a Selena Kyle type.
Oh
But,
yeah.
Anyway, the point is just he directly says, "Hey, can we come in?" Oh, sure. And basically, they enter the horror show. It's not even a horror show. It's like a Twilight Zone almost.
I just wrote down in my notes, the family are a bunch of assholes. That's pretty much all you need to know.
It has like such a Twilight Zone vibe. You think about it, and then like literally Arnold and Helga are sitting at a table and they say, "Wait, did you hear the names? Just like in the play. It's like a Twilight."
You know
Zone.
what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of the Cousin Artie episode.
Well, that episode was scary.
No, I know, but just in the sense of like, oh,
Scary in a different way.
Yeah.
It was like Children of the Corn. Like, what was that?
Well, this is scary in like realistic family domestic drama. Scary.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
someone starts choking, and the one guy's like, "Oh, good, dinner and a show."
Yeah, this poor woman. I think her name's Judy, right?
No, I think she's Pearl.
Joy.
Oh
yeah,
no, wait a second. Then Monkey? Where'd you get Pearl? Because I
mother.
thought she was. Oh, the mother. Oh well, that's fine. The Mrs. Simmons. Look, maybe it's called Mrs. Simmons by the first.
Okay, but I want to talk about Joy for a second because this woman just gets so abused because it's like she lost her job as a librarian.
She can also run the Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Joy's the Marcy of the family.
Right. She lost her job as a librarian, and the husband's just like, "Oh, gee, what a big surprise! I don't know why I'm Bob Pataki, but I am."
Tiki, I don't think there is a husband. Are you sure that's her husband?
It's not clear.
It's not entirely clear. I'm pretty sure there's no.
There was no Robert. There wasn't an actual Robert. That was Peter.
But there is a guy sitting by her.
Yeah.
I assume
one thing that suggests that the guy might be Mr. Simmons' boyfriend.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
There is a line that does suggest it. So yeah, pretty much, to my recollection, I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure that's his brother. There's no father in this family. It's just brother, sister, uncle, and brother, sister.
Well, he said like my mother Pearl, my friends Peter and Joy, and Uncle Chuck.
No, friends. Okay, I assume. Well, no, it's a sister. I think they said Joy's a sister, didn't they?
No, he says friend.
Okay, never mind. That's fine. It's friends, but
family politics.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Point is, they're all there and they're all at each other's throats. It's really hectic. Again, it's like I love the little touch. It's the same names. You get to see like such the bizarro family portrait of Simmons in that play.
Oh yeah.
And so there's the gay innuendo is that Simmons' potential mate. I forget what his name was.
Peter.
No, I thought Peter was the friend, wasn't he?
Yeah, this is who it could be. Like.
Yeah, sure. So Peter's talking to the mom. Pretty much says, "Oh, I'm sure there's things you don't know," and then pretty much they have a music cue that underlies that moment. And that pretty much implies that your eyes open a little wider and says, "Oh."
I never picked up on that.
That's where the innuendo, kind of the infamous, that's where the potential of him being in the gay relationship with somebody came from.
I mean, Simmons, like, it has
That's
been
fine.
pretty much.
I'm just pointing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It
is word of God that Simmons is gay, so.
There's always kind of a cool idea they kind of laid it in there, kind of like how in the Superman animated series they had like this female cop, Maggie Sawyer, who had like when she was in the hospital, like a female friend of hers, quote unquote, was there, and in the comics she's lesbian, so that's the way they snuck her in there. It's pretty much just a friend.
Right, yeah.
I think it's what they did here, pretty much.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Which I thought was always
I just never noticed with Simmons before. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and this is
just another layer to this show. I'm really impressed by this show. It just
exactly
that is why people keep coming back to it. It's like over and over. I think this show keeps proving that it's aged so well.
Yeah,
but, okay.
And you'll notice that the mother and Peter, I guess, they're really catty towards each other, maybe because of that fact.
Oh yeah.
Quite possibly.
And then, can we talk really quickly about the Stan Marsh hat?
I'm sorry about the. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, go ahead.
The Stan Marsh hat.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, so
that's just all I have to say. Just Stan Marsh hat.
Yeah.
Well, Uncle Chuck is Canadian, by the way. They really hammer in the fact that Uncle Chuck's Canadian.
I'll try to get a thumbnail of that, and maybe do a side-by-side comparison.
We don't need to make that the thumbnail.
I'll try.
Maybe.
Anyway, so Uncle Chuck here we see he's pretty much Harold's character in the play. He's like always like focused on the food. He's eating stuff in his face the whole meal while they're all bickering with each other. Pretty much Joy, I guess if they're friends, siblings, whatever, they're pretty much saying, he's always making catty jokes about her being a failure, pretty much.
This
they're
is just
really mean to
me at my grandma's house. It is the shit-talking Olympics.
Anyway, so the kids realize that how bad Thanksgiving can be as they adjourn to the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all the fighting is still going on outside the whole entire scene, by the way. Nice touch.
Arnold, he's hit close to home by all this because he kind of realizes that well, my God, well, Simmons, he has to put up with all this craziness, and he goes through it. He really cares about it.
They aren't appreciating his traditions.
Mm-hmm. And then Simmons walks in, has a really nice moment with the two of them.
Yeah, he overhears a little bit of what they're saying before he starts speaking.
Well, one second.
And there's like this kind of sad face he makes when they mention like his quote-unquote lame excuse of a family.
One second here.
Yeah.
Is the moral that's inserted before Simmons comes in is basically these people, they put their differences aside and do these traditions because it means something to one another.
Right.
To someone else, I guess. Pretty much like they do these things in traditions because it means something to somebody. And then, you're right, poor excuse, like excuse for family. You see, even Simmons, he kind of puts on a brave face for a second after he's a little disheartened by it. Kind of basically reality set, and he says, "Oh yeah, they're right." But then he kind of tries to put on a happy face, and then abysmally fails as he usually does. Pretty much, I give up. I can't do it. And I love this. I love that Mr. Simmons says it. He says, this isn't perfect, but I try to. My mission is to get them together for the holiday.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, just get them all under the same roof. Yeah.
And believe it or not, I'm thankful for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the climb.
It is.
For sure. All right.
Yeah.
Home!
Okay. To home! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And don't they pass by the Thanksgiving window of sadness at some point?
I want to say yes, but I'm not quite sure.
Possibly.
Okay, so Helga.
There's a sign on the door. It says, "Under new management. Now we're Thanksgiving happiness."
No clearance sale.
Or no. Christmas sadness coming soon.
No, they already opened. No, they already opened Christmas sadness before Halloween even happened.
Nancy Spumoni snow boots coming soon.
Oh dear God. If Hey Arnold was being made now, I'm sure they would touch on the Black Friday ridiculously. I am sure of it.
I wonder if the Spumoni's would be kind of like the Kardashians.
Right.
Do you know too? Do you know Spumoni too?
Well, I'm saying in this modern age, they might do that. They might lose kind of the class of having the Sinatras being the big deal at the time.
Okay, so
Anyway.
So Helga and Arnold, they walk each other home. Arnold's outside of Helga's house. When she goes inside, they exchange a little smile.
Yeah, a nice little Arnold kind of rubbing off some confidence on her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they enter, and this is a sweet moment where Miriam's on the phone.
Hell yes, it is.
Yeah, she's yelling. She's yelling at the police. She's like, "Look, if you don't get my daughter back, my husband's gonna go after her." And
send the entire squad to find her.
But I love that big war gear. He says, "I'm gonna drive the Hummer." You know, he only brings a Hummer after alien invasion, so it must be important.
Olga's got like a big stack of posters made up.
Got the picture on the posters.
Just Helga miserable next to Olga, all happy and go.
And then, of course, Helga walks in, and yay! They're all
seriously, no one looks to the door.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah.
It's a little much. Anyways, the boys say, "Oh, we're so worried about you, but we are thankful for something. We're thankful for you."
Mm-hmm. And then we got Bob's TV set up at the table, and really, really sweet end to Helga's storyline. Finally, she gets her centerpiece at the table. Finally.
And I love this.
That's so satisfying.
I love how Arnold saw all this from the window. At least he saw the end result from the window. That was nice. Like Arnold gets to see
and he says, "Happy Thanksgiving, Helga." Now that I think is the callback to the Christmas episode.
I'll give you that one. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So and then.
Meanwhile, we got to fake it. We got a really creepy Twilight Zone freak out with Arnold and Grandpa.
Classic.
This is classic Grandpa Phil. You gotta love Phil with these moments.
It's like for all we know, like Pookie fell off the side of the building or some.
It's like they all rioted and killed each other for all we know. Without Arnold here, the Cuban Missile Crisis took us all out.
Okay, so...
Yeah, Oscar tried to serve toast and popcorn and pop and things.
It caught on fire and we all got emulated except me. I dropped it all the way into like the fridge or something.
and then we realized Grandma actually lives in a condominium.
Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, Grandpa.
Dragon, you okay? You're back. Your mic is back.
Yeah, I'm fine. Anyway,
So Grandpa's sitting up at the roof. He's freezing. He's kind of covered himself in the blanket. Oh, Arnold, it was so awful.
You left.
when you left, it became so horrible.
And I'm thinking, like, because I haven't seen this in a while, so I'm just thinking, like, oh my god, are they going to end this on, like, a really dark note?
Did, like, Grandpa's other personality kill everyone? What happened?
Oh god. Okay, so what happens?
It's a fake out. Surprise!
Surprise! Yeah.
Thanksgiving!
Anyone want to say anything about how Grandma kind of just quickly changes her whole thing? Like,
oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? Of course it's Thanksgiving.
No, I'm just sure that either, sorry. I think the question is how sweet it really is. Like, if she's realizing herself, she kind of sobers up from her senility, kind of realizes, kind of for a moment realizing, you know what, yeah, I've been taking away Thanksgiving on the day it should be. And, for this one, it seems to mean a lot to me. It ran out, and Arnold never does that, so I'm going to change my mind on this one for everyone, for the better of everyone. Maybe question is, like, did she come to this realization on her own, or was it, like, a whole, like, come on, like, feel manipulator a little, saying,
right, yeah.
Celebrate Thanksgiving. I love it's kind of up in the air for that reason. But the point is, it's a sweet realization that,
I do kind of wonder, what if Arnold came back and it was still 4th of July?
What?
Like, in an alternate version of this, like, what if Arnold came back and it was still 4th of July?
I think he would have been fine with it. Just,
yeah.
I think either way, he would have learned to.
I mean, it's still really nice to see him, they actually decide to put on a Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, yeah, because they really make a point. Like, poor Arnold, man. Like, all he wants is a damn Thanksgiving dinner.
And he gets it in the end.
Yeah, and he gets it. And
everyone gets what they want. Howie gets accepted. Arnold gets a normal Thanksgiving, at least normal for his standards, because then we got fireworks, which were really cool. How can you have Thanksgiving without fireworks?
How can you have Thanksgiving without fireworks? And
And our final image, kind of calling back to our Mayflowers as being raised from the water. So there is hope in the world.
Aunt May lives!
And the Thanksgiving store of sadness closes for Black Friday.
No.
No, it would stay open for Black Friday. There's going to be a ton of sadness.
Well, we're going to get Nancy Spumoni snow boots.
Yes, exactly.
So that was Arnold's Thanksgiving.
Yay.
Which did not have cannibalism.
Yes.
No, it did not. Or racism, from what I can tell. So good job.
No, maybe I could see Uncle Chuck eating a person, maybe.
Dear God. Well, we didn't see it on screen.
And why didn't he choke on his food?
Because I know he's had years of training.
I just say it's kind of weird that Joy's the one that chokes on her food when
I think it's just because Joy is just meant to be like just the sad sack of the family. Just all the crap is happening to her.
Right.
Yeah.
The unlucky Simmons.
Overall thoughts on the episode.
It fits in with I guess that's the reason I kind of forgot about this around Thanksgiving, is because I just molded in with like the great Hey Arnold episodes. Kind of forget some of the great specials we really get out of that show sometimes. But again, this is really on par with kind of what we all love about Hey Arnold, kind of the implications and kind of like the fun. On the surface, you got the fun stuff. Okay, our characters going around during Thanksgiving. Really deep down, you got some real thematic things boiling. Of course, rewatching it years later, you find all these really, truly, really deep things about it. Really good stuff. Yeah.
Right. Monkey?
Yeah, so it is a really good episode. Like, maybe even better. Maybe it gets better, after the first time. One of those that gets better upon rewatch. It's just well done, especially the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Especially that section. Like, that's what really. I'd say that's the thing about this episode, especially.
Mm-hmm.
You could say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed with this episode on a lot of different layers, actually. I think it had a lot of interesting things to say about, like, our perception of other people during the holidays having a much better time when that might not always be the case. Of course, some nice little mental things with Grandma, some good character development there. And just overall, a really sweet storyline with Helga and Arnold. One of the times they're more civilized around each other. And I really like all the twists with Simmons. It really kind of makes him a more well-rounded character. And just, yeah, I really don't have a bad thing to say about it. Overall, I really do think this is a much stronger case for Thanksgiving than Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is. Not to harp on that, but I mean, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, it's okay, it's fine, it's just kind of vanilla. I think this definitely has a lot more interesting sort of emotional content to it. So, all right, overall, what do we say, Jen? So we got done.
Yeah, it's time to clink our glasses, I guess.
All right, time to clink our glasses. I forgot.
I got some vitamins.
I'll clink a Pepsi can. I'll clink a Pepsi can. All right. To Aunt May, gentlemen. To Aunt May.
Clink.
Clink.
Clink.